Howdy, this is Fred, and we are home again. Today we're revisiting the Bankhead Bridge to Nowhere. Now, if you remember a couple of months ago, I did a couple of videos that kind of started this Home Again series, and one of them was about the semi-famous Bankhead Bridge. And we talked a little bit about it, and we had mentioned that they were getting ready to dismantle it completely. So we're gonna revisit the old footage that we did, and then we're gonna come back a little bit later and talk about where we are as far as the progress on the bridge. Here we are again, taking another trip in the time machine. This time we're at the old Bankhead Avenue Bridge, which got the nickname the Bridge to Nowhere, as you can see, probably because how this section of it had been removed. So the bridge just kind of sitting there. And how this worked before is, let's see, we're gonna do it like this. So Bankhead Highway starts over on Marietta Street, or started, and connected up with this bridge. And right here where the bridge ends is where Bankhead continued on to, let's see if we can find it here and zoom in. Right over in there is that little driveway leads from here over to Marietta Street. But yeah, I read that they're getting ready to demolish it and tear it down. The bridge closed in the early 90s, around 1991, and has not been used since. It's been used a few music videos, a couple of movies. It became kind of a haven for the homeless for a while. But yeah, no through traffic has been on it since 1990, 1991. And it's a great structure. It's too bad that they can't think of something better to do with it. I think there was some plans to do some kind of a pedestrian area out of it, but nothing's come of it. So it's just sat here, falling apart for the last, what's that, 30 years or so? If my math's off, which it probably is. But anyway, so I came out to get a few pictures of it. This is the side that faces Main Street and Marietta, and I'm probably going to go on the other side to off of North Side and see what I can get over there. So let's see, we're going to zoom in here. You can kind of see the end of the bridge where we were before, and the end of the bridge, the ramp connected to right here. This is where Bankhead continued on this little stretch, and it ends up there, and that's Marietta Street, which is runs along the west side of the Georgia Tech campus. Okay, so now we are on the north side, drive side of the bridge. You kind of see it over the construction equipment. They've already begun the demolition process. So the bridge is over 100 years old, and at one point was a thoroughfare that connected downtown to the west side. Like I said, this was the Bankhead Avenue Bridge. It started at Marietta Street on the other side, and it continued along here and intersected with Northside Drive before heading further west through Atlanta and actually winding its way all the way to Alabama. And for many years, most of it was actually called Bankhead before they changed names, changed the street names in different sections of it. Because here in Atlanta, it's Donald L. Holloway, and in Cobb County, it's Veterans Memorial Highway. And beyond that, I'm not sure what the names are, if it's still called Bankhead. But yeah, it started here. Wait, not here. It started over on the other side of the construction equipment on Marietta Street, and then made its way west through Atlanta and all the way to Alabama. I remember many times walking across that bridge, definitely riding across it either in cars or the old number 19 MARTA bus back in the day. So those of you who've been here for a long time, you definitely remember the Bankhead Avenue Bridge. Of course, now it's called the Bridge to Nowhere, like I said before, because they cut it off at the other side, but now it's coming down completely. The demolition is supposed to go all through the summer and be completed by October. I'm not sure what's going to replace it. I think they're still talking about some kind of a pedestrian area connecting the living spaces that have been built up here in this area, West Midtown. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's the Bankhead Avenue Bridge, the Bridge to Nowhere. Another old Atlanta site that's soon gonna be gone. Now let's take a quick second to see a slideshow of some pictures I found online of the bridge. Now, as you can see, they've made quite a bit of progress here as far as the dismantling. The other ramp that connected the bridge to Northside Drive, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, it's pretty much gone. It's all rubble now. And I guess all that's left is to clear this part out and then to continue taking down the bridge itself. So that's where we are with the Bankhead Bridge to Nowhere. We might do another progress report down the line once it's completely gone. We'll see how we feel at the moment. Anyway, again, this is Fred, and we are home again.